What's happening, road dogs and highway hounds? I am standing on the spot where 2 years ago, buddy Jeff wanted me to help him out, take over the payments on his truck. Right here, right where I'm standing. At that time, this was a fully working shop. There were 3 shifts. Third shift wasn't fully staffed, but first and second were. Hustling and bustling. Today, a dumpster. This is 2 years ago, but I've been here since about late 96, early 97, can't really remember for sure. But right there's a wash bay, a fuel island. That's one thing I really loved about this place. They had it, and that's one reason why I took over the payments, is because I've been here for so long and I knew how things operated. And normally these lease purchase things are just horrible, and this one's turned out to be. But because the business has been run into the ground. But one of the things I liked was you had the shop. I mean, that's big for a truck driver. You got a shop right there. Well, that was our shop. Locked up. Nobody home. Nobody home. No mechanics. Even the office is closed. The wash bay. And the wash bay, there's the fuel island. That's one thing I love, man. They put the oil right over here, and you got your fuel right there, and it was all set up perfect. You need a light bulb, just take a short walk over to the shop, get it. There's no problem ever. Hey, I got a problem. They were jumping on it right now. No downtime, nothing like this. I mean, everything was right here. And right behind me, that was the wounded line. We used to have a bunch of trailers sitting over there, when they were injured, and they would be soon to be repaired. And then back here, that used to be stacked. You ever seen containers, shipping containers stacked 3 or 4 high? Stacked up to the sky. And those shipping containers are gone. That whole space, I don't know if you can get a glimpse on how many shipping containers or how big this space is. I'm guessing, and I would just guess, I'm standing on probably 10 acres. 10 acres. Do you see any containers anywhere in there? I used to have to park sideways and butt to butt. You had to maximize space. And see all these trucks behind me? All of these trucks have been repossessed and turned back in to this company. At one time we had, like a year or 2 ago, we had 150 drivers. Before Mark, my buddy Mark, who I've worked with for 20 years, before he left, I asked him, I said, how many drivers you got left? He said 15. I said, ooh, that's tough stuff. So, I'm not complaining. I'm just recording, making a record, sharing my struggles. So basically, this back here this is where the containers would have been stacked. They were all stacked there. That's probably a good 1,000 feet deep. 1,000 feet deep. I remember standing right about there in 90, it must have been 96, and I was excited because I was going to have my first kid, and I thought, man, someday maybe my kid will be able to drive trucks here, and that'll be cool. Me and him will be doing that. Well, problem is, not a problem. Actually, it's pretty cool. But he turned out to be a she, and I got my first daughter. But now there's the containers stacked. Imagine containers just stacked up to the sky. You wouldn't be able to see them trees at all. Now you look over here. That's the empty lot. Now that's the empty lot, but it used to be full of empty containers. Now it's just the empty lot. Now the empties are over here. Okay, there's our empties. You would normally have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of truck trailers back that way, and 6 rows over here full of containers. And we'd have to pinch for room. And now it's a far cry from that. And the trucks you see over here, these are the drivers who are still here. This is where the drivers who are still here park. And these, besides the yard truck there, but these trucks are the ones that have been turned back in. All of those trucks have been turned back in except the yard truck. And a couple of those company trucks. But this used to be full of just company trucks, and there were no owner-operators. They've gotten rid of all the company trucks, and now it's just owner-operators that have turned their trucks back in. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Here's the truck driver's parking lot. Once again, every day you come in here, you would have to really struggle to find a parking spot. Not struggle, but you could find one. It wasn't too bad. But it was full. It's empty now. Look at this. The family owner would never allow grass like that to be growing up there. He kept everything tip-top shape. And that's not the way it is anymore. And I'm walking up to the front now. This is the safety lane. But we had one of the best safety ratings, basically because of that outstanding shop that they closed down. So now my DOT score is going to suffer because I just pulled back a container that didn't have a dolly leg. Working dolly leg is just one of the minor problems, but how am I supposed to get that fixed? I don't have a shop, and so I'm just supposed to take it and dump it off at the customer, and that's why we just lost two other customers. Well, one for sure, and I don't know how long ago the other one. One was Nestle, and the other one was molybdenum. My molybdenum loads. I've talked to you guys about them before. But this is the original parking lot from when I first started here. It's empty, but that used to be full, and then they had to expand over into that big vast thing over there. But they sure didn't mind spending money on a bunch of cameras to keep an eye on things. So there's cameras all over this place. I don't know if you can see them back through the safety lane up there on the wall. Oh, there's one looking at us right there. Got to keep us truckers in line, keep an eye on us, So this is where the owner used to park, but now it's the corporate headquarters guy, and notice he's the only one in the parking lot besides me. That's my car over there. But so it was back in 1996, 1997. All right. I was in that room talking to an old trucker named Murdoch. Somebody loves me. Must be Murdoch. He died, had a heart attack. But he hired me back in 97 when I was 22 years old, something like that. Nervous, scared. Didn't realize how easy trucking jobs are to come by. This place had World War II veterans working. I mean, I'm still one of the new guys. I've been here 20 years. Well, I guess I'm a senior guy now because it's me and one other driver who just are too stubborn to quit. But yeah, there's the front door. Nice place, a real nice place. Always kept tip-top shape. And now used to be greeted by a bunch of hard-working, loyal people. Now you're greeted by a dumpster, throwing it all away. Damn.